I'd love to say I wrote that. It's more Nick's material. Tracy Killen, personnel director of John Lewis, she's still there, brilliant, brilliant lady, wrote that a number of years ago, and it was a kind of leadership mantra of moving people into those more positive boxes. It was about having those truthful conversations to go up to somebody and say, you're in the Walking Dead box and this is why. But then this is how I'm going to help you try and get out of it. So that was the important thing, those two things, having those two things together. What I see as a general reflection of business is that these conversations very rarely happen, very rarely happen. And that's why The Walking Dead and everything else exist in business. And they don't happen because there isn't a clear definition of what you expect, and it's not a clear, transparent definition that everybody understands, and therefore it's very hard to start that conversation. The other problem that I see is that this conversation happens, and then we forget about this bit. And then you wonder why you end up in an industrial tribunal. Because I've seen that quite a bit as well. And I have to say, if I'm being a bit unkind but true, that's probably a bit more prevalent in your business than some of the others that I work in. And then because you've been stung by an industrial tribunal, you then don't do the other bit again because you think that's too expensive. So it's the combination of those two things is kind of very powerful.